to VARINDIA News Hour. SaaS companies might be the next wave of technology giants. The Indian software as a service, that is SaaS landscape, continues to mature rapidly, with more companies reaching larger scale and driving heightened investor interest. In 2021, more than 35 Indian SaaS companies had $20+ million annual recurring revenue, that is a sevenfold increase over the 5 years, with between 7 and 9 of these companies reaching the $100 million annual recurring revenue milestone, that is versus 1 to 2 companies 5 years ago. India could be on the cusp of unlocking a $1 trillion opportunity for software as a service companies, creating nearly 500,000 new jobs by 2030, according to a report titled Shaping India's SaaS Landscape by SaaS Boomi. Vertical business software has seen 100% year-over-year growth, with several Indian success stories emerging. Growth is primarily driven by an increased number of deals for vertical business software and larger deal sizes for horizontal business service software. A report says software accounts for 20% of the total enterprise spending on technology, but has a value creation of nearly 50%. The SaaS companies founded in India by the Indian founders that have the majority of their workforce in India are serving both domestic and global customers, which is $2.6 billion in size and employs about 40,000 people, is expected to record a 20x revenue jump by 2030. The narrative goes beyond this mammoth opportunity. This 20x jump, which will generate $50 to $70 billion in revenue, is merely 6% of the global SaaS market, that is reflecting the untapped size of the pie and the huge window of opportunities that lies ahead of the SaaS industry. The Indian SaaS ecosystem will be one of the biggest value creation opportunities that we are going to see in the decade ahead of us. It is touted to grow at a CAGR of 18%. The Indian SaaS landscape is maturing rapidly, with the number of SaaS firms doubling and 60+ SaaS firms having received Series C+ funding over the past 5 years. India has witnessed the emergence of SaaS-focused funds combined with growing interest from new investor categories such as corporate venture capitals and sovereign wealth funds. Investment in Indian SaaS rose to $4.5 billion in 2021, an increase of 170% from 2020, with growth driven primarily by an increase in the number of $50 million plus deals. An expert says, with a growing number of world-class founders and strong investor support, Indian SaaS companies are poised to reach $30 billion in revenue by 2025, capturing an 8% to 9% share of the global SaaS market. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Defense Expo 2022 gets delayed due to logistics problems. The Defense Ministry informed that the Defense Expo 2022, which was proposed to be held in Gujarat's Gandhinagar from March 10th to March 14th, has been postponed as the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict is escalating. The ministry said that the 12th edition of the prestigious biennial defense exhibition was postponed due to the logistics problems being experienced by the participants, further adding that the new dates will be announced in due course. Over 50 delegations led by either Defense Ministry or service chiefs were expected to attend the Defense Expo 2022. Spot by NetApp imbibes Fylamynt for cloud automation. NetApp purchased startup Fylamynt, adding new workflow automation capabilities to the cloud-focused Spot by NetApp portfolio. Fylamynt's technology platform enables low-code or no-code workflow automation across products and services, including those from AWS, Slack, and GitHub. The platform includes incident response automation, application performance management, and data governance, among other capabilities. The Spot by NetApp umbrella includes products that support cloud operations or cloud ops, and extension of DevOps that focuses on cloud automation, performance, and optimization. CISA alerts organizations to patch 95 actively exploited bugs. The US Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency has added 95 vulnerabilities to its list of actively exploited security issues. As per the binding operational device 22-01 for reducing the risk from known exploited vulnerabilities, federal agencies are given a little over 3 weeks to patch the newly added 95 security flaws. Despite some of them being known for almost 2 decades, the agency notes that the bugs pose significant risk to the federal enterprise. The latest entries in CISA's catalog of known exploited vulnerabilities impact products mostly from Microsoft Windows, Office and Cisco. Oversized POST requests bypass Google WAF. Security limitations in the default protection offered by Google's web application firewall make it possible to bypass the company's cloud-based defenses. Researchers found that they were able to bypass both Google Cloud Platform and Amazon Web Services web app firewalls just by making a POST request more than 8 KB in size. Bypassing this protection would take a potential attacker one step closer to attacking a web-hosted application, providing a targeted endpoint accepts HTTP POST requests in a manner which could trigger an underlying vulnerability. Android malware found stealing users' data SMS texts. A dangerous Android banking malware called T-Bot that steals victims' credentials and SMS messages has been downloaded thousands of times via Google Play Store. It is an Android banking Trojan that first emerged in early 2021, designed for stealing victims' text messages. Posing as QR code scanner add-on, T-Bot is downloaded from two specific GitHub repositories. Recently, T-Bot has also started supporting new languages such as Russian, Slovak, and Mandarin Chinese, useful for displaying customer messages during the installation phases. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.